Go. Good day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is, well, it's Tracking Thursday. Bit of a bonus video. We've had the on the road update this week, which I've not seen because I'm filming this on a Saturday. This will go out on a Thursday and I'm hoping to cover the on the road on the Monday and Tuesday. So hopefully you've seen this video and those videos, and we now know the difference between this game and the new graphical update on the road. I wonder what the draw distance is like, because in this game it's actually very, very good. The graphics on this game have always been very, very good, especially when it's a nice sunny day. We're doing a mission today that I've never done before. I think it's called, or it's going to a mine. Let's dive into it and see what it's got to say.
As the transformation into a follow-up landscape is in full swing, heavy equipment has to be transported from Creedow to the former Creedow open cast mine today. The route is short but challenging and full of traffic. With the necessary caution, however, you should be able to manage it easily.
So it's called Open Cast Mining the Second. And it's really interesting because it goes, as the transformation into a follow-up landscape is in full swing. That's kind of spooky, isn't it? Because this game is in a transformation of a landscape, because we only have access to the north part of the map at the moment. So we will be in, well, whenever it happens, we'll have access to the southern part of the map. So let's dive into it and I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. So here we are in the north part of the map and we're doing this part here, but down here is the southern part of the map, and this part we don't have access at the moment. So that will be coming, obviously, is it economy mode or the South DLC? Forgive me, it's one or the other, but yeah, you know, we've got all this to come. So there is a lot of evolvement that's happening with this game. Now, this particular mission, I think, is quite a large trailer. We'll go and take a look at it, actually. So this is definitely a large load, isn't it? That's a large transformer or some sort of industrial equipment. And I've got an idea that we have not got the roads closed for this one. So that's going to be quite a lump to take around some of these windy streets. Now, what you can do, if you're not bothered about time, which I'm not. So let's jump in and get the satnav, actually, and that way we'll be able to see which route it wants us to take. So let's get it started up. We'll knock off that satnav and we'll have, well, lights. That's the horn. Sounds like a car horn, didn't it? Okay, so here's where it wants us to go. It wants us to go through this wiggly route here. Now, bear in mind that this is going to be normal traffic with that great big large trailer. And so sometimes, in my humble opinion, and it's entirely up to you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this dual carriageway all the way around. I'm going to take this right here. And this one here is not quite so wiggly. It's quite long though. It's a little bit of wiggly there, and then we're going to come in this way. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Let's see how we get on. So we're on the wheel. We're on the Thrustmaster 248. Good to have it back down and having a bit of a play. And we were talking about the stick, how you have to use the stick to look around. So actually with this game it's quite nice, because on the steering wheel we can hit left on the D-pad. It looks left. We can look right, and then we can push up on the D-pad and it puts us right back where we want to go. So actually it shouldn't be that bad. However, I'm a bit of a sucker because I do like using the free view, especially when I'm coming out of junctions. So we're just going to palm this steering wheel round nice and easy. Watch that in the mirror there, in the left mirror. We've got a single carriageway here, bit of traffic. Throw the handbrake on. In fact, look at that. It's put us right back in the centre. Let's just... So let's look left once again. I wonder if it stays in this view and then it pops it back to the centre. So a few more cars coming. There's no point coming out. We've got a massive great trailer. Maybe after that green car. Let's have it. Let's go. Handbrake off, KT, come on. Right, we'll just check that mirror. We're going to have to, because that's a long trailer, isn't it? So let's just watch it round. We haven't got the double split mirrors in this one, which is quite interesting. Well, we kind of have, but I don't know how good they look, really. Right, okay, let's take up this lane. But it is good to be back on the wheel. Green light, so we'll just... oh, do you know what I didn't do? I didn't set manual gears. So you have to forgive me, we're using auto gears. But it's a long trailer, isn't it? And when you're going through those winding roads, I do wonder, you know, if we would really struggle with the cars and stuff, you know? We'll try and keep under the speed limit. What's cruise control? Is it right stick into the pad? No? That's the... Okay, that's easy. It's left stick. Okay, get on these brakes. Oh, get it stopped if we can. Handbrake. So, instead of going left here, we're going to continue on this this sort of split carriageway. It's not a dual carriageway, is it? But it's sort of, you know, it's a nice little carriageway here. Should we have some lights on? There we go. So we're not going to go left. What the old satnav wants. I wonder if it will reroute us, or whether it will not reroute us, which is fine. Yeah, it has. Look. Okay, I wonder if it's gone the way that I want it to go. It has. No. It wants us to go that second right and go up through that wiggly road, but we're actually going to take the next right. Well, not this one, but this one. Okay, that's fine. But I hope everyone is well. It's good to be back with another trucking video. I cannot wait. I know we keep saying it every video for the Euro truck and the American truck, especially with this wheel, because it's going to be so relaxing. It really is. I cannot wait. I really am excited. It's a shame we're not getting it before Christmas. A green light there, so let's get back on that throttle. Because it would have been a really lovely Christmas present to the trucking community, wouldn't it? But sadly, that's not the case. Okay, a little bit of a downhill section here. So we'll just watch our speed, because it's a good-looking game, you know. This game has always been quite a good-looking game. Another green light there. So that's not the right that we're looking for. Those are not the droids. So far so good, but like I said, it's not been terribly windy, so, you know, you can kind of keep yourself out of mischief, really. But I reckon it's the next right that we need. I hope I've got that right, to be honest with you. It wasn't the first right, it was the second. Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, so it wants us to take the next right over, but we're going to take this one rather than go through that windy road, okay? So we're going to hang the next right if we can, which actually looks like it could be this one, maybe. Oh no, it's straight over on this one. Again, just lay on that brake as we approach those lights. It's red. There we go, back on the green. There's a nice little bounce in the cab as well. Got the fan there just in case it's a hot day. It's actually nice to have good weather, to be honest, because sometimes it's raining a lot in these missions and it's just a bit grizzly, you know. So I can see that right coming up on the satnav. You don't need the ugly satnav that appears next to the steering wheel. I think the one on the dashboard is more than usable. So this looks a bit tight, doesn't it? So put the handbrake on. Again, a handbrake. Put the indicator on. We will check that right mirror round though, because this could be quite tight, couldn't it? I can see it. I can see that trailer. Oh, just about. Crikey, this is tight. Don't worry about me, fellas. I'm fine. Right, okay, we've got this left mirror here, so I'm going to just tap this curb maybe slightly. We're actually okay, actually. Yeah, it's going to come in all right. It's fine. Absolutely fine. And I wonder if the satnav's now going to do what we want it to do. I would hope so. Let's check the map. So now it's got us going this way, which should be a much better delivery, I reckon. So much like in real life, you can manipulate the sat nav. I'm just wondering whether we should grab a little bit of that right mirror there, just so we could check that. It's not too bad actually, just there. So it's done an auto center for us again, which is fine. A little bit of downhill section here. Of course, with Euro Truck, we will have some windy roads. Not so much on the American truck, the big open roads. I'm looking forward to doing both. I think I'm going to put my time probably 50% in each. So I can work on my American license and truck. Crikey. And go on, let's get that throttle down. Yeah, that engine working quite hard. But yeah, considering some of the trailers are quite long, it is quite challenging, this game. So it's going to take it nice and easy. Slow the speed down. We can see that left mirror, so we're okay. Lovely. That right mirror's gone out now. Just checking that mirror around. I think we're okay. Look, you can see it there. Oh, it's moved us straight back to the centre, but you know, you do you, eh? Easy. But the control on the wheel does feel a bit better than. So another tight turning here. Watch that man truck as we come around. If you're a fan of pretty much gaming, you would see him also, you know, having. You know, some problems with these tight roads with the big trailers, which is why I've sort of manipulated my my particular route to the mine, because if you come up some of those really tight left and rights, you know, it's really not that much fun. But so far so good. I do wish they didn't have the time missions. You know, whenever you see time missions on truck games, you know, I'll be honest with you, with Euro Truck, I turn all the taco off. You know, I sort of think, like, you know, if I'm playing for a couple of hours, I just want to play for a couple of hours, and then I normally pull into a services, you know, when I'm done for my play session, so my truck is then saved in the services, and you know, and when I sign off, that's when I sleep. Does that make any sense? But I guess, you know, you play it your way, don't you? And that's the important thing about gaming, is that, you know, what's right for me is not right for someone else, and yeah, vice versa, you know. So let's have a look at this map when we get stopped. Handbrake. How are we doing now? So yeah, so got another nasty bend there, but overall hasn't been too stressful. Handbrake off, and of course I believe we also have the Scania truck coming to heavy cargo, albeit I think it's the R series Scania from the 2013. So no new models of trucks, which is a bit of a shame. I guess it's maybe a licensing issue. Just gonna watch as we come around here. So this, I don't think this is the worst bend. I think the next one is, but we'll just take it a bit steady. But the wheel does give you a bit more control. Yeah, look how tight that is. Look. So this is going to be fun. So we'll just take it nice and steady, as you would. I'll see that camera bloody. Right, so PMG, I've got you in my mind. Nice and easy. Yeah, it's very tight. That camera centering there. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's get that hammer down. Yeah, very tight indeed. But not as tight as that would have been, those left and rights, you know, initially. So don't be afraid to plot your own route on this game and think, do you know what, there's a better road than the one suggested. And it's a bit of a shame, really, because what they could have done is they could have used that, you know, you plot your own route, you know, with some waypoints, and you could have even plotted your own time, and maybe the traffic of an evening is not as busy. So of a night time, you could have, you know, you could have come round there, maybe. I don't know. But we'll have a look at the trailer when we drop it off, because it is quite big. And I do want to have a quick look at the truck as well. I appreciate that's going to eat into our time. So, left indicator here. And we'll grab this one here. So this is a mine. Wow, look at that. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like a mine stroke quarry or something. So we'll just take this out a bit wide. Have a look at that mirror. We've got loads of room. We're fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. Coming into the yard. Now we should pull straight in, really, because of the time limit. But do you know what? I might actually look at the truck and add it in a minute. So let's just pull straight in. Step out the vehicle. Oh, no. Oh, actually, we can knock this off, can't we? Oh, lovely. So yeah, so just quickly, I want to talk about the truck. You know, we were looking at the on-the-road truck models. You look at those lights, and honestly, they are not as detailed as on the road. So although this game looks pretty good, I've always said the trucks almost seem like they've been scaled back about 15%, because those lights on that truck do not look as good as on the road. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. But have a look for yourself and make your own opinion. But yeah, definitely a large trailer, isn't it? But here we are waffling again. Let's go and run into the end of mission. So we got 3 stars. That wasn't too bad. We didn't really hit anything, did we? The time, well, I was a bit concerned because we did go off to a different route. But 3 stars and everyone's a winner. So the mission there, open cast mining the 2nd, and I think that's it. So it brings us back to our character, brings us back to our van, and that's it for this Trucking Tuesday bonus video. I hope you are all well. We're almost at the end of another week. Christmas is coming. Goodness me. If you celebrate Christmas, of course. But yeah, a big shout out to all the SAS crew. I hope you're well. Let's have a good one. Let's all stay safe and all take care. If you like the video, smash like on the way out. That'd be super appreciated. If you're not subscribed and you kind of dig your trucks, bikes and horses, then maybe this is a channel for you. But until next time, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.